I thought today I would show my setup in the game called Valheim. I'm just getting back into it a little bit, I think. I have not played this. There's been a few updates since the last time I played. I want to say, geez, it might be a year or two ago since I played. I could be wrong on that. I know it's been a while. But I'll show you what I had built. I had played, when I was playing it all the time, I put in about 1,290 hours into the game. And so figured I would do a run through as I'm refamiliarizing myself with my layout. Also show you guys, if you're interested, to see what the layout of my building is and whatnot. So here I'm in the master bedroom, or the sleeping area of it. Slow my roll, but I spent way too many hours decorating and setting up, and I know I'm not finished if I remember right. There's a couple of things that probably won't look finished. I did have a couple other people that played from time to time, so I set them up a spot so they could have an area on my world. Oh yeah, I didn't put that ladder down. I had something hanging up there. I can't remember what it was. I don't think it was a head mount. No, anyway. I'm getting familiar with my controls. Just forgive me if I'm moving too fast and get a little nauseous. So this is not the ground floor. But it's like, can't remember now how many floors I have, but I think it's like the second floor. This is the top floor. While I'm here, I might as well come up and show you what's up here already. Alright, so the few portals, I've got a bunch of portals made. Those are not all the portals. Actually, these are the last of the bunch that I was making because I was running out of room. Let's see. So let's work our way down. Alright, so the chicken coop, I'm going to say it's not a chicken coop anymore. I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with this area. I ended up making a better spot for chicken coop, and I'll show you that in a little bit. I have way too many chickens. Or I should say, I had way too many chickens. I'm assuming that's still logged into the game. Like, I don't think they disappear after a certain amount of time. I did find getting these stairs perfect was not the greatest and weren't the easiest. These ones weren't so bad, but there's a couple of stairs where I have to jump to get up. I can't remember where this goes. Oh. You know what? I'll find out later. I don't want to find out right now. Let's finish the tour of the building. And we'll go downstairs into the kitchen area. Alright, so this is ready to bake. I don't even know if I got what I got in here. Alright, okay, I do have some stuff still. Alright. Like I said, I'm almost like going through the first time like you guys in a way. It's been so long. For some reason, I gotta figure out what I did to make these, so I can get these letters the same size on most of them. Put more spaces in them or something, because just not, I don't know. Luckily I don't have OCD, because that would drive me crazy, but it does look a little off. But you know, with the update, I'm pretty sure there's more food since the updates. There's more different types of foods, different weapons, different spots, but right. Yeah, I've got a route that I take where there's a lot of mushrooms that pop up, so I just circle, I go in one portal, it starts at the line, I run the path. I think it's 2 dozen or 3 dozen mushrooms I can get in that run, and then I come back out. Oh, okay, we don't need to go to the trader. I still have room for one more portal here, I think, if I wanted to squeeze one in. Or do something with the space. Okay, so that's the kitchen. Let's go to the weapons room. Alright, this is the spot where I said the stairs, you have to jump. The stairs are kind of messed up, but... Alright, this is the weapons and war strategy room. And as I need it to get bigger, I'll make it bigger, I guess. But alright, let's go down to the basement. This way, this path, this is the entrance to the building. So I'll go that way when I leave. I just put this here if I'm lugging stuff in, but I just want to get it inside. I'll dump them in these chests, and then later I'll come and get them and organize them. Actually, I spent way too much time in this game. So let's see, we'll start over here. This is where I put my raw material. I've got a couple portals here, so I can go ice fishing and just a regular fishing hole. That way I don't have to run. I can just, if I need fish real quick, I can just come down here, go to the portal. It pops out at one spot where it's pretty decent, and then if I need the other fish that you get for ice fishing, pops me up in the mountains, and I can just fish. Kind of lazy, but it saves a lot of time. And as you can see, a lot of my fire is out. Right. I want to say this was the last. I think I stopped playing shortly after this became I built this room. So whenever this add-on was, I just went rough. So it's been a while. I'm trying to think. But so anyways. So that was added on after this structure was built, and that was not easy. I kept wanting to move and change. So anyway. So I've got a bunch of portals here. I'll go down there in a minute. I've got a little room here. This is for more inventory and portals. You can tell these were my my pull rack. I gotta upgrade them. But I got bigger. I think this looks neater. The bigger chests. Of course, you got to get more material to make those chests. And then, of course, the chicken tower. I'll explain that. I'll show you those here a little bit more in a little bit. But first of all, I'll show you I'll show you one of the chicken towers. From well, actually one of them is here. Whoop, where am I going? Oh yeah, it's down here. Now I also have where I get my grain. But I have two chicken towers. One is just outside this building, and the other one is halfway across the map. And that'll explain. You'll see why I didn't have it on top of the map. So this, as you can see, the walls are quite high. It's kind of it's a combination of digging down and building up on both sides, actually. So now that way nothing can get into my base except for anything that flies, but they don't do much damage. So I mix my grain. I smelt my. Wait a minute. But yeah. Windmills and smelter. I've got more, but alright, so let's go back inside. think I covered all. Yeah, I covered everything. That's my. Okay, so the whole building's been discovered. Let's check outside. It's daylight. Should be able to see it a little bit better. So again, it's a little bit of digging down and building up for the walls. Oh yeah, I have to show you this. This does not have a roof. Every time I tried to put a roof on it, the roof would collapse. So I haven't figured that out yet. But weather doesn't seem to bother it, so I'm just probably leave it open. Then over here, I've got where I make my coal. And this, I believe, if I remember correctly, well, I'm stretching the memory here. I want to say this is where I kept my wood. Yep. Okay. Yeah, it's been close to it's been over a year since I played this game. And then this is my chicken tower up ahead. Usually in this vast area here down the ground where it's darker, it's all, usually I got stuff planted. I still have some planted over there, but I can't remember what I planted over here. But I got a couple of, either I'm not feeding that chicken or that chicken got out or died. There's no eggs. Okay. Alright, there's eggs here. That's good. Just gonna leave them for now. And so that portal in there that says chicken tower, that puts me up top, and that's where I go in and I feed the chickens. And then they lay their eggs, they come down the chute and dispense. And sometimes, back when I was playing a lot, I would forget. I would just go to the portal, feed them, and forget to come over here, and they would come down, and there would literally be piles of eggs on the ground. Way too many. And then I got my beehives over here. Let's get through here. Right, my beehives. What do we got? What do we have over here? Something died. Oh, it's just a rock. Alright. Oh, it's getting dark already. Okay. Let me show you before it gets too dark. I forgot that the days don't last very long on this game. You see how I got... I should have got rid of that wisp. I wonder if I can. I can't remember now. Yeah, I can. Can I? Yeah. There. No, I released it. Shit, that's not what I wanted to do. Whoop, continue, wrong button. Oh well. Okay, so anyway. If you can see, I've done a lot of digging. Shit. You know what? I'm just going to pause that. I'm going to go back. We'll come back to that when it's daylight and you can see. That wisp is kind of blinding a little bit. As far as me, as far as you seeing what I'm trying to show you. I'm not sure how many hours I spent just digging and removing rock in order to build this little sanctuary. Too many hours. I want to say it was during the COVID shutdown. That would make sense. because I don't generally have that kind of hours time to put into stuff like this. All right, there's a front gate. If I remember right, there was a front. Yeah, there's a front gate to get out up front. It's not a lot, but it's just enough to keep them out of from coming in. I made the mistake and didn't build up this little path here, and I got invaded by a lot of stuff. But I mean, so here's, as you can see, I built some serious trenches. I built this. I intended, the original intentions of this spot here was going to be a harbor. I was going to have my boats in here. But I couldn't dig down deep enough under the water table for the boats to float. So that kind of got put on hold. If I'd realized that I had to go further out, I would have probably made the harbor first and then built that behind me closer, and so it could have attached. But I didn't. This is one of my first big bases, so I didn't quite have it planned out. But this was all trees. It got a lot of trees down. Oh, hello. Go on, I don't need you. Go. Alright. Trying to remember something here. I want to say I had something over here, but I might have already got rid of it. Might have. But this will give you a better view of what I've done out back. A lot of these trees have grown back. I replanted them, the birches and stuff. Die. So yeah, so this was all, and then all trees, and I came up here and I was digging. I can't remember what I was digging for. Oh, there's a couple. Oh, stop watching me. I don't know if you can see him over there. Odin. I see you, Odin. You like... Hey, I just wanted to ask you if you liked what I was doing. Probably not. I'm probably kind of destroyed his... his land. So you take these, you plant these big trees up at the top. First, like what I did, this is how I cleared my land. And I don't know, it was interesting to do it anyway, but it was quicker in a way. Is I would come up to the top, and I would cut the trees that were down up here. And then I would plant the oak. All these trees down here at the bottom were still growing, but then I would cut the oak, and the oak would fall and roll, and it would wipe out all... I didn't have to spend hours of chopping individual trees. The oak would roll down, hit the trees, and flatten them, and then all I had to do was collect them. I might have to chop them a couple times, make them smaller pieces, but that saved a lot of time clearing a big space. Is you just go up top of a hill, clear out a section, plant your oak, and then go do other stuff that you was doing anyway while the oak grow. And then when the oaks are grown, come up, cut them, and then they'll roll down, and it's like a steamroller. I am pretty sure that if you've played the game for many hours, you've already figured out that for yourself. But in case you're new to this game, it's a fun trick to speed shit up a little bit. I can't remember what my intent. Like I said, I needed more stone to build the wall, but I feel like there was a method to my madness on why this was tunneled out like this. I did start building on another world. Oh, wait a minute. And I was coming over here, and you can take stuff to other worlds. I just can't remember how to do it, but I was doing that for a while. Come and digging stone here. But also, I just remembered I was going to show you the... I'm trying to remember how to get back in. Nope, not that way. Oh, it's over here. All right. Like, I know there was a way that I did this. That way I didn't have to run. Come on. Oh, lost my energy. I didn't have to run all the way around the perimeter just to go in the front door. It's like there was like a secret path in the back half. There we go. So that chicken coop I showed you inside, that there's no chickens or anything. I'll show you how I produced the chickens. Whoop. Get up on the roof. Lonely little chicken up here. I don't know if he's still there or not. Probably isn't. I think I took him out. I don't think I might have starved him to death. But anyway, see if I can do this again. Oh, he's always so close. So I stopped doing this when you'd stand here and take the bird seed. You'd toss it. It would land against this. And it would land right in that area. And the chicken head would pop out. Because the chicken is... Oh wait, I'm sorry. I got backwards. You throw the bird seed against the wall. It hit this shingle and slid down into that crevice because the chicken is behind this box and his head would come out and that would feed him. All right. Anyway, I don't think he's in there and I don't feel like tearing it apart to look. Or he might be in there and just starving to death. I don't know. But there's a good bird's eye view of my area from on top of the building. Now I'll spin around a little slower for you guys. That was a lot of stone to build up walls. And like I said, on the other side of the wall is I dug down, so even the trolls can't get in. The only thing that can come in is yep, the name escapes me. Anyway, the dragons, Warrens. Drop in the comment. Remind me of what they're called. I'm just having a brain spaced out moment here. Okay, so let's go inside. Gotta love the feather cape. Well, hey, I come inside just in the right time. Shoot, no, if yep, I am. It's not that. I gotta refamiliarize myself with my own building. That's funny. Okay, so this is what on top of that chicken tower looks like. Oh, it's had some resin here. So you can see just ahead of the chicken sticking out, and there's bird seed. I've got to obviously move them because he's not eating and producing enough. Now let's see if I remember how to do this. Wow. All right. Now I gotta back up a little, I guess. Whoop, that's not it. So, nobody said it was easy. Okay, that's perfect. He should have got that one. Oh, there's two of them in there. Wait, why is there two chickens in there? Oh, I bet you he laid an egg. It didn't fall down like it's supposed to. And it's still warm enough. Okay. There's only supposed to be one chicken. Not two. Oh, I almost messed up. I almost opened up that shutter. You do that, the chickens get out. It's a pain to put them back in, I'll tell you. Tell you right now, Bubba. Oh. Oh, there is a chicken there. Okay, so he just needs to eat. See if I can do accuracy again. Doubt it. Oh, perfect. Alright, so that'll produce some eggs. I think this is... No, it's empty. That's where I was putting my seed, so I could come up and I'm like, oh, I don't have any seed. Well, I'd have them in a bucket, but in storage. Anyway, there's that. And we continue on with the task at hand. Now, I'll take you to my other chicken, my actual chicken coop. I think it's this one. I didn't mark it. So you can see it's not finished, and this is where I kind of left the game. I didn't get everything finished. Yes, this is it. Oh, it's raining though. So this looks exactly like the other chicken tower, but this is different. And as you can see, there's a chicken right there. He can't get out. Looks like there's two chickens in there. Let's see, is there any chickens in this one? Alright. There's a chicken there. Okay, there. Let's feed this one. Let's give him some. Ah. I don't think that's close enough. That might not be close enough. Let me try this again. Takes a little practice. And there we go. Okay, let's go down to, well, if you can see through the hole, see through the window, see a bunch of chickens down there? I was building something. I can't remember what I was trying to build over there. But anyway, we'll go down and check out the chicken coop. That's not what I wanted. I want to go through it. There we go. I don't know why my finger hit that button. Alright. And this is my chicken coop. The fire needs to be stoked a little. close that, chickens will go in there and cook themselves. So anyway, it was bigger. If you can believe that. I had twice as many chickens. I actually put this wall up. This wall wasn't here, this wooden wall. And that contraption that I was building, and I wish I could remember what I was building that for. It's obviously for, I mean, it's got fire pits down below, and obviously it's something you're supposed to drop in the middle of the fire pit. Because you come up here, throw whatever it is in there, it would roll down, and that way it would drop right in the middle of the fire. But I... damned if I can remember what it was. If any of you go... well, let's see. Just for the fun of it, I'm going to add wood. Of course, it's not going to burn, because well, it's not going to burn real well because it's raining out. But just to give an idea of what... the time, you know, obviously, because it's raining and whatnot, and the weather and stuff, you'd have to build a roof or whatnot to make sure it stayed lit. But just for temporary purposes, to give it more of a... what do you surround by fire that... I can't remember. But you'd come up here, throw it in. I don't think I got... do I have anything in my... I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, for the most part of this game, it's almost like I gotta relearn it. But yeah, anyway, I had all this space originally was part of the chicken coop. And so I had twice as many chickens. Because you can only have so many, if I remember correctly, you can only have so many chickens in a certain size area. They'll stop, the eggs will stop hatching. But I figured I have enough chickens for whatever I need. And then every once in a while, an egg will bind up or mess up and hatch. And I've come here before, and this is one reason I did this. I'd have chickens running along outside. I was like, how did they get out? But they would get out. They would stack on top of each other. And they would get up on like a roof, and then they'd... I don't know, it was just weird. But yeah, that's a lot of chickens. I was fed for days. With one egg. And then sometimes, back at the other chicken tower where they're laying all those eggs, I'd bring those eggs and bring them over here and hatch them out too. So it weren't just these two chutes creating all the chickens. I would sometimes go to the other eggs and bring them over so they would hatch. Too much time on my hands, basically what it boiled down to. But I wanted to make sure I had food. Like I said, I had a couple of friends that would join me on this map, and so I wanted to make sure we all had adequate food for our journeys. And so I guess you could say I was kind of in charge of supplies. Now also, I have a lox farm. I'll show you that too. I think I got enough time. If I can remember how to get there. I think there's still a lox farm. I really should have ran through this before I started recording, just so I get familiar with myself, familiar with it myself, but I thought, what the hell, let's do it raw. Let's just, no cuts, make a video, show you what I know and learn together, I guess, of what I've done. I want to say lox farm. If I remember right, I want to say I labeled the lox farm. I got to take a peek. I got to see what this is. That's bugging me. Well, there's a lox, but this is not the lox farm. But I did build it up so I could have a spot. Why? Why? There's got to be a reason. What was my method? What was my madness? There is a village there. Huh. Okay. I had a reason back then. I just don't know what that reason was. Where's this one go? We're learning together, guys. I don't remember half this stuff. No. Oh, okay. This is in the mountains. But why? Oh, okay. Yeah, right. I did a lot of mining up here. That's what that was. Oh, that's cool. Snow covered what I dug out. There was not, there wasn't a chasm here. That was all part of the mountain. I dug all out, most of that out. All right. But yeah. And the obsidian came back. So, all right. Let's get back across before enemies realize and come in and wipe out my shit. Alright, that's a motor base, mountains, mountains, mountains. Why didn't these... I don't know why those weren't meant... If I got mountain ones, why do I... Alright, anyway. No sense second guessing myself. I knew what I was doing then. Mist Castle landing. Mist Castle. Wait, what? Oh yeah, okay, I know where it is. Never mind. I think this is all... This was basically the mist. Shortly after the mist was built. When was the mist built? That would help with my timeline. Wasn't the mist the... Wow, I'll have to do some research on that one. Whoop, wrong way. Plains, 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 plains. Oh yeah, the Locks and Crop Farm. Okay, so let's go up here. Oh. This really is just a quick spot. I mean, I had decorated a little bit, but this is basically just like a bunkhouse for farmers. So, let's go up here so you can see overall. So, I got blocks in that area over there. And then I've got crops planted here. It goes out all the way around the building. And I trenched around, of course you can't see it, but I also did like I did the other place. I built up the walls and then I trenched on the other side. See if I can jump. Ah, I can't, nope. But I should be able to get up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah, crap. Anyway. I trenched all the way around, and of course the water table was fairly low, so it's like a moat. But that way the bad guys won't destroy anything. Alright, how you guys doing? And what I'll do with these guys is I'll feed them, they'll breed, and then when they get too many, then I cull out a few, and then I got the meat. So it works. I haven't been feeding them, so they haven't been breeding. But I don't think I needed any lox meat at the moment. I think I got quite a bit saved up. Alright. And then I got a little spot where I can get out. Other than that, all the way around the rest of it I can't get out, but this is my little path. And then of course I got my wheat, my barley. Doesn't look like much, but it adds up. More than I need. And then of course I got the trench to keep everybody else at bay because they're idiots. I don't. Oh, do I still have it? I can't remember how to do it. That's funny. Oh, I'm out of arrows. That'll do it. Right, let's go back to this. That way I should have done that earlier. Oh yeah, I don't want to do that. Let's change that. Oh, I don't want to use barley on. Here we go. Let's see, what else do we have? I'm trying to think what else. An item prevents me from teleporting. Okay, I can't. I must have picked up some ore. I did. All right. Alright, another lox pen. I'm not sure if I have locks in this one. I might have let this one go and just never rechanged the portal. Oh no, I still have some. Okay. Oh, that's right too. Oh no, there's the other one. Okay, there's 3. Alright. These guys, I don't think... Yeah, these guys are not tame. These guys, yeah. Yeah, I did not tame them. This was my latest lox farm. So they're still quite aggressive. But as you can see, I spent way too much time building dirt walls. Oh shoot. Let's not let them see me. I don't have any arrows. Well, this area is definitely still active, very much active. Trying to think what else I want to do. Explore, not explore, but show. Plains Farm number 2. Oh, where I planted more barley. Oh yeah, I remember this. Yep. Another field. Oh, my birches are growing back. I need to do a better job at planting my birches though. Okay, so that's log spent to plains fish. That's nothing. That's just another area. That's no farming. And that was where the boss was. Okay, so I'm thinking that's pretty much it for showing what I've built on this world. Now, I do have another spot. Now, I don't know. Any hardcore player probably has figured this out. If you get ore, you can't travel through the portal. But there is a workaround. Because you can take and get all your ore and then go and then log out and log into another world, and you'll still have all that ore in your backpack or your possessions. And then you put them in a chest. Then you go. It's kind of it's time consuming, but sometimes it's a lot faster than taking a cart or a boat. And I know it's a hack. It's not how the game was intended. And then, so you take them to that other world, put them in a chest, come back to your world where you are, teleport back to home base, like here, if I wanted to here. Or actually, I would probably get in front of my ore chests. Obviously, is probably the best place. So I'd run back, come in front of my ore, and then log back out, log into the other world, pick up all the ore, fill my backpack full, log out, log back into this world in front of, and then I wouldn't be able to move. I'd be so heavy, but then I could put them in these chests. It's a little hack to save some time. And so, what I'm going to do now is I'm not going to do that, but I want to show you my other world where I actually have that stuff saved. I have another building on another world, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So we'll go check that out. And so I'm going to log out here in a minute, and I'll be back. Alright, we're back. So this is the other building that I built on another world where I store stuff for the main world. And as you can see, I kind of went a little fancy, more fancy than I needed to be. Unfortunately, I don't have my chests marked out on this one. See, I can't even get up there now. But it's for looks anyway. Just for looks. And so this is just basically my drop off. I guess you could call it my store or storage. Well, let's see. This is another place where I chop down a lot of trees. Some are growing back, but that field over up on the hill was never never there. It was all trees. And I can't remember why I built this wall for. I can't remember what I got inside this wall. That might have been where I had my pigs. I had pigs. I was raising pigs for a while when I was in lower level. Makes no sense why there's no way up there. Well, that might not. That might not be a wall. That might be. That's not what I wanted. I know what I want. That's what I want. I just don't know why it's at an angle, but I just want to peek up here. It might be flat. I can't remember now. Yeah, it is flat. Okay. Whoop, wrong button again. Trying to remember what my purpose of... I was going to build something up here, I think. Oh, no, never mind. I remember now. This was much wider. This was much bigger. I actually had a building up here. I was actually going to start this world. I was going to start over from scratch on a new world. And so I had brought in a lot of stone from the other world. And I built this up, and I built it bigger, and I actually built a building up here instead of this one down that you're looking at, instead of this one. I built this after the fact. That's what it was. But then I decided to just make this store a teleport back and forth. And so this one built it bigger. This one is much better. I definitely like the feather cape. Hello, little guy. Yeah. Okay. How do you like it since I let you free, huh? So basically everything I needed in one spot for moving. Yeah, most of these are empty, I think. Or, no, they're not empty, okay. I killed more. Well, of course I killed more stuff. I spent almost 1,300 hours on this game. Of course I'm going to kill some stuff. So yeah, the mist is the last biodome that I had been involved, I think. Alright, I want to say, if I remember correctly, the mist biodome was, it's been a few years ago, and so I don't think I completed the mist biodome. I don't think I succeeded. I don't think I completely finished that one. I'm going to say it's probably I haven't probably played this game since, on the Steam account, it just said the date. It didn't say the year. It said March. So yeah, I'm going to go probably March of 2023. It's been a couple of years. Yeah, that sounds about right, because I've been playing other games when I got a chance to. yeah, I'm gonna say this is a good revisit. Um, Let me know in the comments below if you would like to see more of this game. I'll play more of this game, or if I do play this game, would you like to see me start from scratch, or just uh, continue on from this era and then work my way into the latest biodomes? But with that said, guys, I think I'm going to leave it here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.